Gunu was putting on for the DMV and getting cosigns from huge rappers. But then he was murdered in his own hood, and fans have no idea how deep the story really goes. Gunu went down in a brutal way, and what happened after he died is even crazier. Let's get right into it. Gunu had a name in the streets way before he hopped in the booth. He came up in Maryland and didn't have his dad around much, so Gunu ended up in the streets when he was just a kid. Back in the day, he wasn't getting into anything serious, but that all changed when Gunu was a teenager. There's not a lot of info about the cases he was catching back then, but Gunu started going in and out of jail all the time. At one point, he ended up getting locked down on house arrest and stayed out of trouble for a little bit, but then he went back to the streets and almost got killed on the same day. After Gunu was let off of house arrest in 2015, he went to a party to celebrate. Usually, he never went to parties without his crew with him, but that night, Gunu decided to go by himself. Gunu was just chilling in the backyard of the party, and then a shootout started out of nowhere. Gunu wasn't even involved with the situation, but he got caught in the middle of it and ended up catching a bullet to the face.
So I went in the backyard, I ain't for all that shit. So I went in the backyard. I was back there counting my money and shit. And just counting my money, all the shots that started going off and shit. But mind you, it was dark, and just shots started going off. And then the next thing, they used to shoot my way. So I got hit.
Gunu passed out when the bullet hit him. Then he woke up a few minutes later, and some girls at the party were trying to take him to the hospital. Gunu was bleeding all over the place and had a bullet stuck in his face, but he still didn't want to go to the hospital. Gunu's mom was a nurse, and he thought she could just stitch it up at home, so he told the girls to drop him off at his crib. Gunu's mom wasn't around when he got there, and he was just gonna wait for her to get back. But then Gunu's sister walked in and started screaming when she saw him bleeding from a bullet in the face. Gunu's sister rushed him to the hospital, and they had to do a few surgeries to get the bullet out of his face. Gunu was in the streets and wasn't even thinking about rapping, but he was still tight with some other DMV rappers like Big Flock. Big Flock was one of the hottest underground rappers in the DMV for years. And before Gunu was ever rapping, Big Flock shouted him out on the track Brothers and raps, "And niggas swear they beefing with me, but I'm always with my brothers. Always got that Glock." When they let Lil Gunu off the box, he grabbed the chopper and he started clicking at the ops. Big Flock was starting to really pop off, but then he caught a case and got hit with over 3 years in prison. Big Flock was running up big numbers in the rap game, but he was still hustling in the streets. Back in 2016, the cops raided his crib and found 3 guns, over $5K in cash, and a bunch of drugs. Big Flock pleaded guilty to drug and gun possession, and after he got locked up, Gunu decided to hop in the booth and start rapping. It didn't happen all at once though. Gunu was still hustling in the streets after Big Flock got locked up, but then he kept on catching cases. Gunu said the police were pressing him every time he went outside his crib. It got so bad that the cops banned Gunu from kicking in one of the hoods he came up in. Gunu went to another side, and then the cops banned him from there too. Gunu was getting tired